this idea of owning nothing and having nothing other than my horse. As I allow the sun to shine in my face, of course, it becomes a better picture. And that's really the artistic endeavors of a photographer, is to know where the light's supposed to be and shine the light around right place. Because if you put the light like this, you get my silhouette. That's because the light is behind me, but when I put the light in front of me, I light up like a Christmas tree. Well, there again, the folks. There again, you hear the helicopter blades. Now I'm hearing a jet engine somewhere. Now, where the hell is that coming from? So I'm looking up. I hear the sound of the jet engines, but where the hell is it? I don't know. But taking a silhouette of me because positioning of the lighting. So lighting becomes critical when you're making a video, and boy, 2010, who would ever think that I would have my own cameraman working for me, and I can be standing out here viewing the Rocky Mountains. A little foggy today, a little hazy, because it's just getting to the place where people from Los Angeles are moving here and they love the weather, and we're increasing in car emissions and all kinds of bullshit called air pollution. And now the mile-high cities beginning to look like L.A., Colorado. Denver, L.A., Colorado at your service. Okay, here's a silhouette of me, and going back into my horse. This is my horse right here. My trusty horse. And because of back injury, I decided instead of playing around with this plastic little placard, just get the damn thing stamped on the plate. Instead of trying to be a macho man, trying to be honorable, trying to do the right thing. Well, the right thing is to treat myself right, and that's hard to do. Oh, back into my car, back into my tent, back into my sleeping quarters. Wow. Well, here it is, folks. My front seat, of course, not filled at the back. Let's have some stuff back here, not much light you can see, but it's pretty much fully packed, folks. And I did it because I chose to do it. I didn't lose my house in foreclosure. I sacrificed my house. I'm not trying to rationalize, just remembering back what I was doing. Thinking back that when I got the Meditations by J. Krishnamurti, and I turned to the month of April, I believe the 26th day, and I found it. He wrote a paragraph, and the sentence that stood out to me was that whatever I would do in love would never be wrong or incorrect. And once I read that, after coming back from Hilton Sutton's house, got prayed up, Hu Rama Karama, praying in tongues and everything else, I finally realized that it's back to a lonely house. It's back to me creating my loneliness. It's back to me facing me, and I don't want to face me, so let me have another person in my life so I don't have to face me, so I can be with that person makes me feel good, and I make that person feel good, and I become an octopus, I'm attached to them. But I'm attached to everything, like people are attached to things. People are attached to eating and sleeping and taking a shit. So people are addicted to oxygen, water, breathing, getting gasoline. So addiction. Just because you call something addiction doesn't make it a disease. Boy, that's another chapter. But this is RockNChinaman signing off right now. First broadcast that I'm doing to really bring some reality to my life as to Wow, this is what it feels like to be homeless. To be attached to nothing, to have nothing to worry about. I'm not worried about paying my mortgage payment. Not worried about yet, what I'm going to do for an income. Got a little bit of money in my pocket. Got a car. Needs repair, but it's getting me around. This is what it's like to have no address in a physical geographical location. 2891 South University now has become ashes. It's a dream that once was, now no longer. And to understand my failings, I need to just acknowledge where I've been totally irresponsible in my sorrow. And this is the fruit of my irresponsibility. So the good news, what I cause, I also can solve. What I cause, I uncause. What I make happen, I unmake happen. What I hold on to, I also let go. Hold, let go, hold, let go. My friend Scott said to me, "Hey, Wing, just take something physical, like a can of beans or something, and just drop the damn thing, and do the same thing with childhood injuries." It speaks to me. Folks, I don't believe in this inner child, and all that other BS. I don't believe in a category. I just believe in what I've researched and found out myself. And my childhood injuries live as I live. They're more than memory. They're emotional. They're real. And the rejection does not come from my 2 previous wives divorcing me, which I essentially caused. And sorry, I just dropped the camera, but I dropped the iPhone, but I would do differently now. And will continue to do differently because I am changing moment by moment. To think that I cannot change is deception. So much is said in this 7 minutes, 8 minutes here. But again, this is really the first time I've been broadcasting from my home. New home. Living like a nomad. Living like Abraham out in the desert in the wilderness. Okay, where do you want me to go, Lord? This is as far as the eye can see, and your foot can go and walk. It's yours. And Abraham got a shitload of land, I don't have any land. Obama and his group owns land, and now there's a military group going on that's anti-government. Boy, crazy times in 2010. But the whole lesson in all of our lives, it really is facing ourselves as we are, this present moment. Facing it, acknowledging it, transforming it by taking responsibility instead of saying, I can't do it, I just can't do it. It's no longer the I can't do it, it's more the I will, because I am the cause. If it weren't me, I would not have anger, I would not have jealousy, I would not have all these idiosyncrasies, these sins of the flesh. If there were no me, there'd be no sin of the flesh. So the sin of the flesh is me. So deal with it. I've dealt with it and continue to deal with it. I have no condemnation. I am who I am. I accept who I am. And as you accept who you are, you first have to come to know who you are, what you are, how you are, when you are, and all that other good stuff. And dig deep. RockNChinaman. This is Wisdom Gems. Talk to you again soon.